27 friends. 27 friends I can no longer call on the phone just to say hi or to ask them to hang out. They are but a memory of the past with a headstone marking their final resting place, having lost the battle with the deadly disease caused addiction. No longer can our eyes be closed, ignoring the problem, hoping it will deteriorate and fade away. According to the CDC, from 2000 to 2014, nearly 500,000 Americans died from drug overdose, with a record of a 14% increase in the year 2014. This disease is colorblind and has no age limit when it comes to taking lives and spreading pain. I personally have witnessed the horrible aftermath from this disease, with one friend already being one too many. In the last year alone, I've lost 6. I never really understood the reasoning for calling it a war. After comparing addiction and war, the similarities are impossible to deny. With high casualties and enemies, also known as drugs, lurking, waiting to attack at any moment. A lot of soldiers go in with high hopes of making it home. My friend Alex, he never made it home. He was a giant compared to the average sized man. Intimidating at first sight, but once you got to know him, you would understand that he had a heart of gold. Alex had an addiction problem that he struggled with well over 20 years. Last year, Alex lost his battle to addiction. He's no longer with us. Hopefully now he's truly at peace. Every so often I go to his page, his Facebook page, and see at least 50 new messages, posts asking him what changed, what went wrong, how did it all go wrong, and how much he'll be missed. The posts that really hit me the most, the hardest, are from his daughters. One can only imagine the amount of pain they're going through. If you think that using drugs only affects yourself, take a look at Alex's daughters, having to only have their father with a memory because of a curable disease, but if left untreated, becomes fatal. Andy is another friend who lost his fight with addiction. I had the pleasure of meeting Andy in the 6th grade. He's quick on his feet, smart beyond belief. He had so much going for him until his addiction stole his last breath away from him. The worst part about this is that just a short time before he lost his life to addiction, his girlfriend gave birth to Andy's first child. And I know people might say the baby's so young that they would never know the difference, but it's still not fair for that child to only grow up knowing her biological father from pictures and other people's memories they share with her. After hearing these events of how drug use does not just affect the one doing the drugs, but also the one they love, please, I beg of you, get help before it's too late. One of the easiest ways to seek recovery is to start with going to an AA or NA meeting. AA, which is also known as Alcoholics Anonymous, has a meeting throughout the country, out the world actually, at different times of the day. For a list of meetings near you, you can always go to www.aa.org. NA, which stands for Narcotics Anonymous, you can find a list of their meetings through their homepage at https://na.org. Once you get inside the meetings, one of the best things to do is to grab the pamphlets and talk to people. Talk to other members that have gotten sobriety. They'll help guide you on your path to finding a cure for your disease that you have right now. The road will not be easy, but with help, it can be cured. Dr. Kima Joy Taylor, the director of the CATG initiative, stated, "Drug use is on the rise in this country, with 23.5 million Americans being addicted to drugs and alcohol, which is 1/10 of every American over the age of 12, roughly equal to the entire population of Texas, with only 11% of those addicts ever getting treatment, even knowing of treatment. The number of people that receive treatment is far too small a number considering how deadly the disease is, especially since treatment works. My good friends Jason and Michaela went from living in different motel rooms, doing everything they could to get their fix, to now living in a house with a beautiful daughter and jobs. And the daughter is around the age of a toddler. I'm extremely proud of them both for being an outstanding example of the possibilities sobriety has to offer and how much better your life will be once you are sober. One of my closest friends, Derek, was more like family than a friend. He's my inspiration because he went from sitting in a prison cell to working a full-time job while also going to school full-time and living with a beautiful girlfriend who he plans to marry and start a family with. This stuff happens with sobriety. 27 friends is far too high a number for one person to have for casualties due to addiction. It's time to go on the offensive position and help our loved ones when their war with addiction gets too great. Another great way to get help with your addiction is going to your family doctor, or if you don't have insurance, go to the free clinic. There's one in Wilmington. The phone number is 540-347-0394. If you're an addict, seek help. And if you're the loved one of an addict, make sure they get help. Don't ever turn your back, because you never know when you turn back around, they might be gone. Thank you, and hopefully today we can make a difference.